Hey guys, it's Smudge here, back doing another stream playing some warships. Tonight I'm mostly going to be playing CVs. Anybody else kind of watching me playing World of Warships will probably know I quite like CVs. So I'm just going to be spending a bit of time playing with these. Going to kind of start out just moving along the line. Going to start out with the Shukaku, my tier 8 Japanese CV. Just kind of working on the grind towards getting towards the Hakuryu, which is the tier 10, kind of 8, misses 9 now, goes straight to 10, so that's what I'm kind of grinding towards. I was a bit weak. They recently released all of the premium CVs. There's 4 of them. There was the Enterprise, the Saipan, which I already had, the Kaga, and this Graf Zeppelin. That was it, the other one that got released. So I bought that pack. Cost a fair bit of money, a bit more than what I could really afford, but I loved the CVs, and I wanted the Enterprise for a very, very long time, and I was also interested in the Graf Zeppelin, which is an aircraft carrier that was never actually made. It was only ever kind of designed on paper, but it's an interesting concept, and it's interesting in World of Warships as well, and I'll talk about kind of each aircraft carrier as I'm playing it as well. So I'm going to start out with the Shukaku, like I said there. So I'm having a hard time with this boat. I'm yet to kind of really enjoy it. Most of the time I end up in tier 10 battles. This is a tier 8 CV. Its planes are made out of rice paper, and they are absolutely horrendous. They just burn so quickly. Then have very little survivability. In my commanders modules, if I click on here, I put lots of points into survivability, so I've got aircraft armor and also increased hit points on the aircraft, just to try and make them last as long as I can. I've also got modules for the bombers and the torpedo planes, just to try and well, the bomber, just to try and was it on this one? Nah, here we go. So yeah, I've got armor for the torpedo plane, and just to try and get these in on targets and make them last a bit longer. But when you're in your own tier with this carrier, it's decent. It's fun to play when you're in your own tier. When you're top tier, it's amazing. But most of the time, 9 games out of 10, you'll end up in tier 10, at the bottom of a tier 10 game, and the aircraft just, you have enough aircraft just to do one run, get in on target and get back out again, and the aircraft carrier doesn't have enough reserves to kind of keep you doing that, so after 1 or 2 attacks you kind of rout of planes, and then you really struggle in order to kind of make repeat attacks. So you have to play incredibly smart, and I think playing the Shukaku has definitely helped me in developing my aircraft carrier skills. It's made me, well, see, straight into a fucking tier 10 game. What did I say? 9 out of 10 games is tier 10 with this thing. It's horrendous. But yeah, it makes you learn how to really kind of prioritize targets and look for weak targets. When is the best time to attack, when not to attack, what to avoid. Yeah, so I think this helps more than anything in developing aircraft carrier skills. But it's just really annoying because you can't do the damage in tier 10 games that you really want to. So 8 seconds to start here. Yeah, I'm gonna, let's have a look. Might leave my aircraft carrier here for now, see where everybody goes, and then think about moving it. If everybody goes right and leaves the left open, then I'll have to move over to the right. Yeah, you've got to always kind of constantly think about the aircraft carrier placement as well as the aircraft positions, because if you leave your aircraft carrier in the open and the destroyer comes down here and gets into you and you've got no cover, then yeah, you're on your own, and it's very rare that anybody on the actual team will come back to help you. Yep. Okay, so I'm detected, but now the Enterprise is one of my favourite CVs at the moment. I've just thoroughly enjoyed playing that thing. It's tier 8, same as the Shukaku. It's got down-tiered aircraft. Its aircraft are weak, much like the Shukaku, although they do actually seem to survive a bit longer. But what's great about the Enterprise is that you have so many aircraft. Each aircraft has huge waves. I mean, look at the amount of aircraft in that wave. It's massive compared to what I've got. And also it's got huge reserves as well. So even though you're losing aircraft, and you're losing a lot of aircraft, you've got the reserves there just to kind of take out more and continue to attack without worrying about it, which is really cool. It's a fantastic thing. Whereas in the Shukaku, as I said before, you've got small planes in your attack waves, a small amount of planes in your attack waves. You've got a small amount of aircraft in reserve, and when you start taking losses, you can't keep up the fight. And I think that's its only downside. If they increased the rate in which aircraft became available again, like respawned, it wouldn't be as bad. I'm just scouting at the moment, trying to find out where these guys are going. See, they're calling for intelligence data. That's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. At the start of the game, most of the ships are all clumped together, so actually kind of getting into attack is very difficult. If you come up against a couple of battleships or a couple of cruisers, you're just going to lose all of your planes. There's a Worcester over there. He's going to decimate all of my planes in no time at all, so I need to steer very clear of him. Keep manoeuvring my planes as well. Lost a couple there. I'm probably going to lose some more. I can't approach that Worcester with my planes. If I go in there with a fully equipped attack wave, none of my planes will be able to complete the attack. Each and every single one of them will die before I even get over the target. That's how powerful the Worcester is. Even its daring at this tier is like cancer to my aircraft. So I'm going to... See, couldn't even complete an attack with the aircraft I have. And this is the biggest problem that I have being a tier 8 CV in a tier 10 game against 90% of the ships in this game. I simply can't attack one-on-one. Doesn't work. So you just have to kind of try and find their weakness, try and find the vulnerable targets that are on their own. Yamato I can get close to, Conqueror I can get close to, Iowa no chance, Jean Bart's difficult, Worcester no chance, Zhao maybe, Moskva no chance, Edinburgh's pretty deadly to me as well. The Daring's deadly to me, the Shimakaze's no threat, so Shimakaze is the way to go at the moment. So at the moment I'm spotting him, keeping him highlighted for the ships attacking him, and we'll also see if we can't get some rockets on him here as well. And this is why destroyer players feel a bit victimised, because sometimes they're the only bloody ship in the game you can attack and get away with. So yeah, 6 rocket hits on target and not a great deal of damage. Okay, he's bringing his bombers over in order to dump a fighter, but the good news is it takes about 15 seconds or so for his fighter to actually engage. So I think he's actually already dead. If not, he's dead now. There we go. So first blood, my fighters will actually disengage before his fighter becomes active, so that works out okay for me. Okay. So I'm going to take on my torpedo planes. They've got the most survivability. And what I really need to do now is just look for a vulnerable target, a target's on his own that I can afford to attack without getting killed. What I'm going to do is just move up with these guys around the outside here. Most of their team's evacuating A and moving over to the right, so my ship can move up and I can support them with anti-aircraft fire and also have my aircraft a bit closer to the fight as well. So there's a Republic there, I might be able to get on in them. The Iowa's bad, it's just bad news for my planes. Really strong AA. And these guys only attack 2 at a time. There's the Edinburgh as well, he's going to start causing me some problems. So I need to break away from this Iowa before I come under the influence of his AAA. I'm going to start healing my planes, just to try and get them out. Yeah, I'm losing planes left, right, centre. going to recall these guys now. They're safe, they're outside the bubble, so I'm going to recall them, bring them back because I need reserves. And we'll take a flight of bombers up. Apparently Wargaming think this is balanced, that and then nearly every game in a tier 8 CV you end up in tier 10 games, where you can't really kind of do much against most of the targets, but working as intended, apparently. I mean, later on when I take out the Kaga, you'll see just what a difference having even lower tiered planes makes when you've got a lot of planes. So I've dumped my fighter there just to drive his torpedoes away from the Yamato. So my fighter's now engaging. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. So I helped out my my Yamato there a little bit. See if I can find at Edinburgh. If I can get over him with these bombers, I will absolutely blap him. There he is. So what I need to do is get into a position where I can attack him along the long side.
We're under attack. Approaching target.
Sorry, Edinburgh, but this is going to hurt. Oh, if RNG hadn't said absolutely fucking not. Jesus Christ. When RNG says no. Just painful. And I'm going to start losing a lot of aircraft now. Jesus.
Returning to ship. We're under attack.
Off to a great start. Sometimes this game just absolutely rips my shit. But you keep playing it because well, that mighty target is going to chew those bombers to bits. I'd love to know why he just bombed there.
Fighter airborne.
Yeah, his planes shouldn't last long against that one tower. Put some prospective torps in there.
Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Taking fire.
Bit close and I can't break here. As you can see up here, I've not done a great deal of damage myself, but I've done a great deal of spotting damage, 86,000 spotting damage. So what that means is that the ships I'm spotting are being attacked by other players and getting damaged. I get a small amount of reward for that, like small amount of XP, nothing fabulous. This Republic's going to murder my planes before I even get close. Go on, turn green, turn green. Nope, couldn't get in there. Yes, the Shukaku's 1CV I don't enjoy playing. Go see if I can't give these guys some air cover. Although the Enterprise planes are pretty much all gone now anyway. So now that Republic's by the Enterprise. Ah shit, there's the Worcester. And what's really annoying about this, I mean, I hate to bitch, it just seems as though I'm just bitching all the time, is the fact that these cruisers and kind of battleships have an invisible aura around them. That even when you're not getting shot at by the likes of the black kind of flak burst that you see, even though they're not hitting me, I'm continually just losing damage. And there's nothing I can do about it. If I'm close to a ship, I'm getting damaged. Whether I'm maneuvering, whether I'm going fast or not, doesn't matter. Whatever I'm doing, I'm just taking constant DPS damage. And it just eats the planes. And you can be doing everything you can to avoid all the black stuff, the heavy stuff. But it just doesn't matter because your planes just get rinsed. And it's not skill based. There's nothing the ships have to do, and they can make it harder by pushing their AA influence off to one side, so the DPS on that side gets higher, which, you know, because fun. But there's nothing they actually need to do in order to shoot down my planes. In the previous iteration, I had to kind of control click on your plane in order to focus your group of aircraft for attack, and if they didn't do that, then you received much less damage. Okay, he's dead. There's fact. Okay. But just, I don't know. Seems like the carriers have got a lot of work to do, and the ships don't really have to do much in order to cause you damage. You know, you just fly near them. Of course, you can attack them without your main carrier being attacked or destroyed, which, you know, means that you can keep continuing to attack, and there's nothing much they can really do to avoid that. He's deployed his fighters, which means I'm going to lose most of my torpedo bombers now. Nothing I can do about that either. Even trying to accelerate away from them, and most of my planes are dying.
Returning. Taking fire. Autopilot mode enabled.
Just. Oh, that's handy. He's actually turning in to help me bomb him. RNG said no, all landed behind him.
Approaching target.
Ah, 3 citadels. Haha! Ooh, that did something. Starting to run low on planes now, though. Got none in reserve on torpedoes. Got half a flight in reserve on bombers, and I've got all my rocket planes, but they cause no damage to anybody at this tier. That was a pretty lucky strike on that Zao. I think that couldn't have gone better. That Worcester's over there, I can't get anywhere near him. Okay, there's a couple of battleships down south that I was also going to be pretty cancerous. Sorry, Jean-Bart, there's not much I can really do to help you. Let's see if we can't attack this Iowa. This is probably going to end up in me losing most of my torpedo bombers, but I might get a couple of torps on him. Going to hit repair on those, try and get some back. Then we'll see if we can't zoom out from here and get to the Moscow. He is rinsing most of my planes here.
We're under attack.
Now, maneuver. No, they're all dying out. Yeah, all gone. Bye bye. And then it's just me left on my own. CV kill the Iowa. Yeah, in theory, that is, yep. In theory, that would be absolutely magical. Let's see if I actually manage to get anywhere near him with these bombers before all my planes die. I'm gonna probably go with not really. Now the rest of my planes are dead. Let's see if I can get round for a second attack. I don't think this is going to happen. Nope, they're all dead. Okay. Okay. Let's try that one more time. I suppose if I can kill him, might just give us enough ticks to win the game.
Fighter airborne. Taking fire. Engaging enemy.
Come on, please be kind, please be kind, please be kind, please be kind. Aha! Winner! Wow. And I got Solo Warrior as well. Oh, well, that turned out nice in the end. Yeah, Solo Warrior I think is standalone against 4 enemy ships and win the battle, because, you know, fucking grit and determination. Also ended up top person on the team. Yeah, I didn't do a great deal of damage there, but I guess the damage I did counted. So, gotta take that, I guess. Wow. Papa Papas for Solo Warrior. That's pretty nice. Gonna collect a container. Grab some resources. I've got a Twitch container there as well because Twitch. Ooh, that's what we like. Lots of coal. Money, nice. Flags, nice. That's interesting. In one game I managed to get the 12,500 XP up for the that's just in one game. That's pretty nice. Come on, more coal, more coal, more coal, more flags though, including some Papa Papas. Papa Papas give you free XP, which is always a really nice reward. Okay, so that's the Shukaku done with. Yeah, difficult CV to play. Can't wait to get up to tier 10, because then you've got the numbers. The aircraft are still weaker, they're still paper thin, but you just get a lot more of them in each wave. They're a lot faster and kind of hit a bit harder as well. So yeah, can't wait to get to that. So what we'll take next is we'll take the Kaga out, because this one's actually fun to play. So we'll pull my commander over from the Shukaku because it's a premium and I can use commanders from other ships in the Kaga. So this is really good because it means that I can train up my captain by using this CV, even though he's kind of trained in the Shukaku, which is really handy. So I think I've got my flags and everything set on this. Yep, we certainly do. So let's take this out for a battle and see if we can't do better than we did last time. Although getting a solo warrior, I think that's a pretty damn nice achievement to get. Well, this is better. We're in tier. This is really nice. Feel sorry for that Furious a bit. Cleveland's kind of nasty. There's nothing else really there that I'm bothered about. I think I'm gonna have a pretty nice game here. The Kaga has, you know, kind of down-tiered aircraft, so it's got like the bottom aircraft from the Shukaku, not the improved aircraft. But as I said before, you've got a lot more of them, and you've got a lot more aircraft reserves. I mean, there's 38 aircraft in reserve, and it's 12 per flight. So we've got 26 rocket planes and 8 in a flight. So even though we lose aircraft, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, which is just amazing. Also, the Shukaku has AP bombs. The Kaga has HE bombs, so it means that they can damage everything, which is amazing as well. On the Shukaku, when you drop an AP bomb on a destroyer, it does nothing. If you drop it on a cruiser or as a battleship, as you can saw there, seen at the end of the last game, it causes a massive amount of damage. It's crazy the amount of damage it causes. But yeah, actually, kind of AP bombs, dropping them against light cruisers and also against destroyers doesn't do anything. HE bombs can do a hell of a lot of damage against destroyers, and it does fair amounts of damage against everything else, and also you've got the chance of setting them on fire, which is also a real big bonus. So again, we're just going to spot things here, see who we can find to kill. So we've got a bomb on him there, no fire, but I start taking losses here, but I honestly don't really care. Because I've got so many reserves, it's just like, well, it doesn't really matter. Just got a splash damage on him there. He did a good job manoeuvring out the way there. He did alright getting away from that. but I've got him spotted, which means that now other guys on the team are attacking him. So unless he pops smoke, he's going to get some more bombs in his face. Another incapacitation, but doesn't matter. Let's take some more bombers up.
Maintaining present course.
So already you can kind of see the difference in tier games, in a tier 8 aircraft carrier and a tier 8 game. Especially the likes of the Kaga, when you've got so many aircraft in the air. Taking losses doesn't really matter. You can afford to throw aircraft away. Well, you can't really afford to throw them away because you need them towards the end of the game. But you can afford to take some hits, and also you can do a lot more damage without actually losing aircraft, which is just super nice. It's a lot more kind of relaxed way to play. Maybe it's pay to win. You know, I guess that's not up to me to say. You know, but I am paying a paid for aircraft carrier at the moment, and I'm doing a lot better than I was before. I don't think I'm gonna get him. Oh yeah, we've got a good shot in there, 5,000 damage maybe, I don't know. Is that the first damage I've done this game? Yeah, so not bad. You know what, I'm gonna recall these and I'm gonna take up some torpedo planes. And because I've recalled all of them, they'll come back, they'll fill up the reserves again, and then boosh, happy days, no problems. Look at the amount of aircraft in this flight. And that's 4 aircraft per attack wave as well. Whereas in the Shukaku you got 2. So Shukaku you attack with 2 torpedoes, Kaga, 4 torpedoes. Because, boys and girls, that's balance. Massachusetts over there, he's pretty nasty. York, if he's got defensive fire on, can be pretty nasty. Shukaku's doing a good job planting aircraft down, trying to kind of stop me from advancing on him. I don't know why nobody's attacking D. There's a King George over there. I know there's a King George over there because his aircraft's there for it. So let's go see if we can't give him some pain. Cleveland's the only really nasty ship around here, the only one I really need to worry about. All of the others are no real kind of threat. So look at this, man, 4 torpedoes, massive attack arc. I'll tell you one thing though, the aircraft, those torps have got a really long armament time. So I don't know if they're actually going to arm in time. Yep, they did. So I got 2 on him. That's good. He's slowed right down. He's probably going to speed up now, but doesn't matter if they are kind of attacking from behind. They're also starting to drive him straight, which means I can get another predicted. So I got 1 on his aft end, took out his steering, which he's going to have to repair. But also means he's now stuck going straight, so I can get these lined up and drop them on him there, and then we'll see. I think I'm probably going to get 3 on him here. Or maybe even 4. Boom, 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 boom. And destroyed his engine there as well. Ooh, hello. Got a battleship coming around in the open here, so let's go and give him some. Our team's losing this. We need to kind of try and step it up a bit. I enjoy the Kaga. I love the Enterprise. I might play the Enterprise next. That's a brilliant aircraft carrier to play. The Lexington, really enjoy playing that. Really well, nicely balanced aircraft carrier. even in tier 10 games, the American aircraft have kind of more survivability to them, so you could kind of, you know, do more of what you needed to do. I think he's going to start turning into me here. So what I'm going to do, because he's turning in, I'm just going to try and line up to hit him with one torpedo rather than all four. So I'll come off him, I'm going to turn around and then come at him from this side. So now I've got a good chance of getting quite, like, maybe all four on the side of him here. Dung, 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 dung. Not a great deal of damage to him, but still makes me feel good getting that many attacks on him. Starting to lose aircraft here, but it doesn't really matter. I've still got enough to get another attack wave of 3 on. I think we may even get all 3 of these on him. It would be nice to get a flood. Dunk, 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 dunk. 3, but no floods. Okay. And you know what? I've got even more aircraft in reserve, so I can take another full wave of torpedo bombers. Why can't all aircraft carriers be like this? Okay, that's starting to flood through D. Amagi might even be dead before I get to him. We'll go after the Edinburgh, although the Edinburgh is going to be a lot harder to hit. Be a lot harder to hit the Edinburgh, but we'll give it a go. Because these torps have got a really, really long armament time, I can't drop on top of him like I can with the Shukaku, which means I need to lead him more, which gives him more time to turn into them. But it's okay. I'm going to take bombers up, attack him with bombers. If he's not dead by the time I get there, he soon will be. Like on that attack run there, like I said before, I didn't aim to get all of the torps on him, just one. So even though he turned into it, there was one torpedo still really well lined up to kill him, or hit him anyway. I think we can start pulling this back, you know. Alright, he's disappearing into a smoke. I think I'm actually keeping him spotted for the Benson. Bye bye. Spoosh. It's not kill stealing, it's kill sharing. Or kill securing. Not to worry. Let's see if we can't damage this York before he caps it, although I don't think I'm going to be able to. Also the Massachusetts is over there, who's going to cause me some damage. Okay, he's popped his fighter. I bet he's probably going to pop his defensive fire as well. His fighter's going to do me some damage, but kind of don't really care. Still got enough planes through. Got a fire on him. Couple of bombs, some good damage. Take some more bombs up because I've got infinite bloody supply of them. Not pay to win. Not pay to win. Not pay to win. Turning this around, boys and girls. Is that Molotov dead? Okay.
We're under attack.
Go after the old Yorkie again.
Approaching target.
Losing planes doesn't matter. Losing planes doesn't matter. Dunk, 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 dunk. Okay, that's the Massachusetts and fighters. Yeah, so lost a fair few planes there, but still got a full wave to bring back. Torpedo time. Go after some of these big boys. So I've still got 23 bombers in reserve, 16 torpedo planes in reserve, and I've not used any of my fighter planes yet. And I'm still going. Whereas at this point with these losses in the Shukaku, I would have been game over. Would have been no point in even trying. Fair enough, this is a tier 8 game, whereas the last one was a tier 10 game. You know, so I think in the Shukaku I'd been able to kind of do more anyway.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Right, that Massachusetts is begging for some fucking torpedoes on the side of it. He's dead. Okay, let's go after this Kaga. I've just got to try and get out this flak bubble. When aircraft are in the attack phase like this, they receive less damage. Three. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Oh, 4 blapped. Nice. Recall those, bring up another wave because I can. And because I've recalled them, they'll come back safe and sound, and then I'll have even more in reserve to use later. Come on, Massachusetts, let's play. Although that North Cal's going to be turning him inside out as well. The Edinburgh's torps are inbound on him. Got to be careful I don't torp my own ships here. That Gneisenau is an easy target too. King George an easy target. Blap blap blap. Blap blap blap. Oh, I didn't blap him. No flooding either. What the bejesus? Right, he's gone. Let's see if we can't get one more torp on this. He's gone. George? Sorry, pal. This is gonna suck. I've got fighters on my 6, but it's okay. I can survive that. I think I'm going to get 3 on him here at least, maybe even 4. And dung 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 dung. Oh, 3. Yeah, 1 that just missed, got his engine as well. Oh look, another full wave of torpedo planes to take. Kaga really should stand for infinite supply. Sorry, George. I think this means game over for you. Dung 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 dung. Blapped.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Yeah, that's game. So 500,000 credits for 100,000 damage. Yeah, and I enjoyed that game. Didn't do quite as well as I did with that Shukaku game, but still felt as though I did a lot more in that game. Kind of damaged more people. Had some influence on the battle. Got some more rewards. Of course, I do enjoy playing the Kaga. That's a fun CV. Let's have a look. So next we'll go for the USS Enterprise. Now the Enterprise, like I said, is much like a Kaga. It's tier 8, but it's got down-tiered aircraft. It's got the kind of the bottom set of aircraft from the Lexington rather than a top set. But it just has a lot more reserves, and it's got a lot more aircraft in its in each wave than what the Lexington does. So even though they're slightly weaker, the American aircraft still take a lot more damage than the Japanese aircraft, and you just have a lot more of them, so you can spend more time over the targets doing damage and influencing the battle, and you've still got the reserves there in order to keep the fight going as well. The first game I played with the Enterprise, I actually ended up getting a Kraken. Had 6 kills. Kind of high caliber, Confederate, you know, kind of like a whole bunch of rewards out of it. But that was a same tier game. Right, Atlanta, can't go anywhere near him. If I go anywhere near him, lose every aircraft. Same with the Cleveland. Prince Eugen's dangerous when he's got his defensive fire on. Everything else there I can just decimate. So Atlanta's dangerous. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. That's what he is. He's also in a division, so he's probably going to be doing his best to protect his friendlies. Okay, so I think we'll take up my scout planes first. Just get an idea of where everybody is. Also want to move my aircraft carrier back a bit.
Mode enabled. Battle starts. Airborne.
Hellcats on patrol. There's the Eugen, North Cal, Ranger, Eisenhower, Spey, Lion, Atlanta. Yep, I knew he was going to be attacking me straight away. Get away from him. There's a destroyer over there that pops smoke. He really didn't need to do that. I'm just scouting at the moment. And also the Atlanta's there, which I'm not going to go anywhere near. Ranger is stalking me, which is kind of pointless really. Only thing with the Enterprise over Lexington, you can't put the Tiny Tim rockets on the aircraft.
All stations, protect that target. Acknowledged.
Lion and Eisenhower. Aha, Mahan. Oh, he couldn't have done better. The Mahan literally turned side on to give me the best attack profile. Oh, I'm sorry, Mahan, this is gonna suck for you. He needs to try and get to that Atlanta as quickly as he can, like. Even though my aircraft are damaged, I've got so many of them, I don't really care. Killed a gun, killed something else. I'd like to get a fire on him. These 3 guys might be dead soon, but it doesn't matter. Ooh, that was a good hit. I like that. Took out his steering as well. Right, these guys are literally all going this way, so I'm going to sail down here a bit. Now the thing with the Enterprise, like the Kaga's got HE bombs and the Shukaku's got AP bombs, the Lexington has HE bombs and the Enterprise has AP bombs. So yeah, it's a bit topsy-turvy there, but it's almost better for it. So the Atlanta's up there. I really need to steer clear of him. I can't go anywhere near him. That Gaveni's going to get spotted. I'm going to have to dump some planes over and give him some help. He's popped his smoke. But I'm going to pop a fighter over him anyway, because if not he can just hover around him and not have to worry about it. He's come out of his smoke, man. What's he doing? Let's see if we can't get a fire on this Eisenhower. No, but we did fair damage to him there. I'm happy with that damage. Short range AAA on that line's pretty bad. Got a fire on him. Cool. Gonna recall these guys so I'll get them out back safe. Someone's raping him and I can't see what I call him. So still got plenty of aircraft in reserve. Might take up some torpedoes.
Maintaining present course.
Yeah, so 3 aircraft each attack wave. Got 3 of them. Good survivability on the torpedoes planes as well.
Not let the enemy take the base.
Thing with the Enterprise is pretty slow CV. Eisenhower's fighters just recalled. That's pretty duty. So Eisenhower's brought himself to an almost complete stop. Blapped him. split the difference on him there, crikey. Right, more torps. Ah, shit, okay. I reckon they've got DDs in the cap, so I've got to go spot them. Or at least prospect torp them. See the rate of fire coming off that Atlanta. I just love that ship. Such an amazing ship. Righty. There's only so many places he can be hiding. He's going to be behind this rock, close into it, at the edge of his smoke. So I'm going to torp that. There he is. Spotted. Not really the right weapons to be attacking a destroyer with, but if I can shove these down his throat, he's going to be feeling it in the morning. I get one on him. Yep, one. He's going to keep backing up, so he's going to be back here. Also reset the cap there as well. He's driving forwards now. That's fine now. I can keep him spotted, and then the rest of our team can do something about him. If I had rocket planes, I'd be able to do a lot more, but no, he died, but hey ho. I think they would have decimated him anyway. Right, so I'm going to take up some AP bombs and go see if I can't smash a cruiser to bits. Not done a great deal of damage this game, but having influence, I think. Now, Blooming Atlanta's still alive, and I don't like that. What I might actually do is just go up here and drop some aircraft to cover the Eisenhower on the cap. I could have tried attacking the Atlanta, but honestly, I think every aircraft I have would be dead before I even got over the top of him. But you know what to say, people. In for a penny, in for a pound. Although he might actually be dead before I get there. That Cleveland's kicking his ass. Maximum effort! Well, nearly lost every plane on that attack run. Kind of a cool screenshot thing to have, that, isn't it? Like the three planes rising up, burning, explosions going off, AAA everywhere. Yeah, so didn't do a great deal of damage that game, but you know, we still had influence halfway up the team. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Ooh, got a lot of rewards there as well. Did we get the fly straight wind from it? No. So like 100 million credits is that or something in order to get a naval aviation container. Got to play battleships and cruisers, but at the moment I'm just really enjoying playing CVs. Getting defenders. How many of those have I got to do? What, 4 more? Yeah, so 4 more defender ribbons. That's easy enough done with the carrier. And then we'll get 3 smokes. Win this, and then I get the space camouflages for the Charles Martel and the Baltimore, as well as more air supply containers. What I'm going to do next is play the Saipan, and I'll use my captain from the Lex. I'll just pull him over as well because this guy's 16 points. He's nearly fully pimped. Now, interesting ship this, the Saipan. It's kind of a polar opposite to the Enterprise, although it's still really, really fun to play. So the Saipan is a small ship small reserves, but you get tier 10 planes on a tier 8 ship. Now the waves that you get are very small, so when you're in a tier 10 game, it's still not very effective, because even though they're tier 10 aircraft, you don't have many of them and you still take a lot of losses, so you have to play carefully. But in a same tier game, or if you're a top tier CV, having tier 10 planes, just wonderful. It's such a fun ship to play. I've got a lot of games in this CV, I really do. I wonder actually, trying to see if there's any way of finding out how many games I've got in this thing. I don't know. I think maybe check WoW stats. But I've got a fair few games in this, and it's a fun ship to play. Low reserves, so you can't really afford to take losses. But your aircraft have got lots of survivability in them, so you can kind of get away with some mistakes, but you don't really want to make many. Whereas the Enterprise has low tiers, but you have a lot of plow shit. Des Moines nasty, Salem's nasty, Henry's nasty, Moskva's nasty, Daring's nasty. 3 battleships I can get away with, the Ataksuki, or the 4 battleships even. But we'll do what we can do. Des Moines is, or Des Moines is just absolute sky cancer. He will just rape every single one of my aircraft in no time at all. So compared to the Enterprise, the Saipan's like a little pocket aircraft carrier.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Good luck and fair seas. I owe you one.
Let's take it to the side over here. What's really nice about the Saipan is, though, 3 tiny Tims on every aircraft. Which, if you hit a cruiser right, or you hit a destroyer right, the dispersion on these things is quite big, but they do hit really hard. And it's the only rockets in the games that actually kind of do consistent damage. So let's go see who's over here.
We're under attack.
So I use the speed of my planes to get away from him without taking damage. There's the Daring. Daring's still got pretty nasty AAA on him as well, but
Approaching target. Taking fire.
oh, that was a good hit. 3 rockets on him, plenty of damage there, lots of damage. And took out his torpedo launchers as well, which if he wants to use them, he'll have to repair them. He's given me a good profile for the attack here. Not as successful that time, 2 rockets, but still got damage on him.
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
1 rocket. Lost my planes on the way out there though. So as you can see, whereas on the Enterprise I had 30 odd of each ship, on this I've got only 11. But the aircraft are much faster.
Maintaining present course.
Some weird aircraft, aren't
Reporting the position.
they? BTD destroyers. Yeah, very fast aircraft. Lots of health. But very, very small attack waves. And very, very small reserves.
Provide anti-aircraft fire support. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Let's see if we can't get on this Moskva. I really need to stay clear of that Des Moines. And I'm worried this guy's the Des Moines. Can't see who's over there. So if I get caught by that Des Moines, It's just game over. I'll lose the entire attack wave in no time.
Taking fire. Engaging enemy.
Good hits there and a fire. But what I'm going to do is just use these guys' speed, get them out, and then I'll recall them because I can't afford to lose them. They're damaged, so they're safe. I'll recall them, bring out some torpedoes. What's nice about these torpedo planes is that you get 2 torpedoes for each aircraft, which is really cool, but they have quite a wide spread on them. So it's hard to get all of them on one ship unless he's kind of moving at the right speed and you predict a perfect leave, and then it's very difficult. But on a stationary ship, because the spread's so wide, you can't really kind of get all of the torpedoes on one ship. Love the kind of Avengers music that they've got going on in World of Warships at the moment. There's a battleship stationary on their cap over there. I think that could be the Amagi, you know. It is the Amagi. Oh, he's not stationary, but let's go give him a kicking anyway because he's an easy target for us. Hindenburg's kind of on his own over there. But I need to look for easy targets, and the Amagi's an easy target. Republic's got a fair amount of AAA on him. So you can see here the amount of spread that you get on these torpedoes. Even when it tightens up, it's still pretty wide. So what those torpedoes are doing is keeping them running straight, so I can make another kind of almost perfect attack run down the side of him. But just the spread on those torpedoes, man, I couldn't get that down fast enough. It's already got 2 on him now. Damn it. Thought I could rescue that one last plane, but it didn't work. I don't think they're gonna... I might get one on. No, split the difference on them. Typical.
Maintaining present course.
So if you hit the brake, like aircraft brake slow down or S, it uses boost. It slows the aircraft down, but it also tightens up their attack grouping. So when I was attacking Yamagi there, I was on full brakes, just trying to slow down, tighten up the torpedo group, but it didn't work out. 2 cruisers over there on that Moskva. I don't think they'd have much difficulty taking care of that.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Probably using space camouflage. Go see if we can't finish off that Amagi. I think he's heading towards their aircraft carrier for cover. Adler is just trying to run away from the battle. Trying to get this aim time down. So those torpedoes are going to keep him driving straight. So what I'm going to do is extend out, turn around, use the boost just to help turn around. Oh, I've got one on him as well. Nice. But this will allow me to get in on him and finish him off. Right, bombers, I need to start thinking about these guys over here. He's gone, there we go, boom, easy kill. Ah, fuck. Yeah, that's kind of a point though. You're saying he's trying to get back to the fleet, but I wouldn't let him. Well, you know, kind of doing my job there though. What is their DD? I have one DD left, a daring. So he was last seen here. That there he is, still there. That's fine, hopefully our team will murder him. Okay, he's pop smoke. Interesting decision.
Fighter airborne.
Yeah, he's dead. Could have, he was knotted into the side of a hill there, so that would have been a fairly easy kill. But yeah, they got round on him first. Go and spot their cruisers. All got left to sail them. Be difficult to attack. Their Kaga's also got pretty nasty secondaries. Got AAA.
Taking fire.
Let's see what we can get on this Kaga.
Taking fire. Engaging enemy.
Probably lose a fair amount of planes doing this because CVs have really, really strong AAA. Oh, come on. It would be awesome to get every single one of those torpedoes on him. Yeah, and his fighters just kicking my ass. There we go. Yeah, so all 4 torpedoes on him, but we lost our entire flight of torpedo bombers because his fighters intercepted us. Expected that to happen though. You can't get away with attacking a CV unharmed.
Maintaining present course. Autopilot mode enabled.
Kaga left now. He's going to be dead in no time at all. As soon as that Worcester closes on him, the Worcester can take care of most of his aircraft. So as you can see, his fighter planes are just getting turned into ribbons. It's almost not fair. Let's see how quickly he decimates this group of planes.
Taking fire.
They actually survived pretty well. Let's see if I can kill this guy with bombs before they do. Ah, he's dead. Ah, seconds. Just seconds, that's all I would have needed. That was a GG, that. Good game. Again, not worlds of damage, halfway up the board, but tier 10 game and a tier 8 CV. Yeah, the fact I was able to do anything, really thankful for. So next we'll go and play the Graf Zeppelin, which is another really interesting CV to play. More resources because I'm grinding towards that Jean Bart like nobody's business. Need more coal. Lots of coal. So if we go in the armory, see what I've got left. So Jean Bart 228. I know with the discount I need. I think it's 170, 171. So I'll click him. Use coupon. Yeah, 171, which is actually my lucky number. Believe it or not, 171 was the last 3 of my service number when I was in the military. It's a number I keep seeing everywhere. It's weird. Just 171. It's yeah, it's my lucky number. So 38,000 to go. Might take another month or so, but I'll get there and then get a free T9 ship because hooray! Okay, so go up here. Graf Zeppelin's a bit of a unique ship. It's the only aircraft carrier on a German line. I don't think they'll ever get any other aircraft carriers. So it's not really kind of got any other use rather than just being a ship to play. It's got a very fast kind of battleship hull. I think it's got a similar hull to the Scharnhorst and Gneisenauer, or maybe even like the Bismarck hull, something like that. I know it's got like a battleship hull. What weirds me out about this, the dive bombers in this are TA-152s, or yeah, kind of as you can see, like the FW-190 D9 sort of aircraft. For ages they had the Ju-87 Stuka, the dive bomber, but it just perplexes me why they've changed out the the Ju-87, sorry, for TA-152s. Just don't get it. You still got Messerschmitts as your fighter planes. These things are weaker than Zeros. They are literally the softest aircraft in the game. They've got no survivability at all. As soon as you start taking fire by anything, they just evaporate. Now what's good about these, the TA-152s, they are incredibly fast. I think they're maybe the fastest attack planes and torpedo planes in the game. You don't get many of them. Your reserves are also low. It's a very funny ship to play. Your aircraft are fast. They don't have much survivability. It's overall generally quite weak, but their attacks are pretty strong. I find, and you can kind of do okay with them. So we'll take it up anyway. We'll have a go. Hopefully we'll get an in-tier game. I just hope to God we'll get an in-tier game. If we go tier 10, it's just going to be nightmarish. Because the aircraft are just too soft for tier 10. Same as kind of the Shukaku. Oh, okay, that's not bad. It's a tier 9, tier 8. So same tier, 1 tier up. 2 Graf Zeppelins on the other team. There's nothing there I'm really worried about. The Kutuzov's dangerous. He's got really strong AAA. New Orleans has got strong AAA. Everything else I think we can kind of do okay with. The much squishy. The Musashi, he's prime target #1. We can absolutely decimate him. Lion, again, fairly easy. Lion and Leon. Again, they're okay. St. Louis AAA's okay. I'm not really worried here. I think we might be able to do okay. So I'm going to take this up and scout out Adides first. Messerschmitt BF 109s. Yeah, 188, which is about the top speed of the same as kind of like the Lexington's aircraft. I think top out about 188. Strange though, because I do believe that the TA-152s are faster, although I might be wrong about that. We'll soon see when I take them up. I'll see what speeds they register on.
Get back. We're under attack.
Don't touch me, I'm fragile. Tago's got his fighter up. Okay, yeah, he's taken his Yagumo back to the Atago, which means his fighter will engage.
Fighter airborne.
I think the Lion had his fighter up there as well. Let's go have a look. Tago fighter. So I saw 2 fighters up there.
We're under attack.
Fragile, do not touch.
Taking fire.
Let's see if we can't get a sneaky attack on this Yagumo. Got some good hits on him, but his fighters are engaging me now. Which sucks, run away! Run away! Do all of the runnings aways. Oh, I just managed to escape his fighter there, but this AAA's hurting me. Right, I'm going to recall these guys as soon as they're outside this AAA influence. I come back because I don't have reserves, only 14 reserves. I'll take up some torpedo planes. Yes, their cruising speed is... Let's have a look. So the top speed on the 109s when boosted was 188. These guys cruise at 185 and they boost up to 260. So yeah, they're a damn sight faster than the fighters. Which seems weird to me, having faster attack planes than fighter planes. Anybody else find that strange?
We're under attack.
I don't know, I'm just kind of talking to myself at the moment anyway. So. Now this is the one disadvantage of the torpedo planes, is that their attack patterns are fairly wide. There's the butt squishy, but he's defended by the St. Louis. Turn away. Oh, no way did he dodge that. Bar stool.
Waypoint reached. Destination reached.
Computer said no with that attack. He's going to dodge those as well, and he's doing a really good job dodging. God, I can't talk tonight. Got one on him. There's the attack. Zuki. Come back for you in a bit, pal. He's hit the brakes. He's a good player actually. He's doing a good job dodging most of my attacks there. Dunk dunk. 2. Right, let's go and see if we can't find that AP bombs. Damn, I forgot this thing's got AP bombs. So AP bombs, like I said it before, they do just nothing, like absolutely nothing to
Autopilot mode enabled.
destroys. So there's kind of no point attacking destroyers with them. I need to start heading over this way. So I'll show you what I mean. So, come on, slow down, Jesus. Couldn't slow down fast enough to get in there. I guess that's one disadvantage of these. See if we can't finish this guy off. Bomb drop and boom. Thanks for playing. Yes, I know. And it was cool. God, these things just don't turn. I guess that's one disadvantage of them being so bloody fast. Also, they immediately go into the attack. They don't climb up then dive, they just dive straight down. Oh shit, someone's launching torpedoes at me. That's shit. I guess that's from Anazuki maybe. Let's recall these and get the fighter planes up. They're coming from behind me. Shit, I did hit. Fuck. Right. There's a destroyer somewhere behind me, and I don't like that. We need to go and pay him a visit. I don't think that was planes that attacked me. So there's the Atazuki. The Iguma was up the other side, wasn't he? Where the hell did they come from? Say no, I think they could have actually been aerial torpedoes. So I didn't get a great deal of damage there. And if they were ship torpedoes, they should have really ripped me a new one. So I'm going to deploy my fighter to engage his fighters, which are spotting the black. His fighters are gone, so are mine. They just kind of took each other out, which is good. Now let's go and attack that Tatsuki. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, okay, that's my fighters engaging something. Oh, that was a good hit. Happy with that. Happy with that. He's dead. He's dead. Come on, Black, kill him. I'll have to attack here, I think. Got him. Happy days. Let's get these guys out of here before they all get decimated, but I think we're all just going to get decimated anyway because, like I said, they're softer than Japanese Zeros. Right, more torpedoes, planes. Honestly, the measure splits in this, they're just so strange, they're so soft. I mean, the fact that they're softer than a Japanese Zero is just, it baffles me, it really does. I don't know, I don't know how they came across that and thought, I know, let's make the attack planes literally have no health, no hit points and no armor, so that as soon as you try attacking anything with them, they just all die immediately. But then again, you know, the attack planes on this and the torpedo, yeah, the bomber planes and the torpedo planes are very fast and got good health on them. This much squishy's fucked. Look at this, he's just dunk, 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 dunk. Get my 3 on him. Look how quickly these things frickin' run away. Didn't cause a great deal of damage there with those, but I have the speed.
Waypoint reached. Destination reached.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. 3, took out a steering as well.
Engaging enemy.
You slow right down.
We're under attack.
Oh, he's dead anyway. Yeah, there we go. Ah, we got him with a flood. Tasty. Yeah, we've got a flood on him with one of those. I didn't even see the flood flag come up.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Hit the wrong freaking button. There we go. So New Orleans, kind of nasty. St. Louis, kind of nasty. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit on that St. Louis, see if I can get some bombs on them. If we can get some in without getting completely decimated, AP bombs should tear him a new one. So I'll come over here, fast speed, just beating all of his AAA on the way in. Yeah, your fighter's not going to be able to save you. Oh, good citadel there as well. Aircraft took some damage on the way in there, like, but let's see if we can't get out of here before they all die. Ah, that's shit. Graf Zeppelins there as well. Right, recall these guys. Torpedoes. Yeah, we're losing planes as they're leaving there. I think that's probably influenced from the other Zeppelin hidden there, but yeah, we'll save 3. That's okay. There's Kutuzov, Yabuki, and Kaga. Nice. Okay. Gotta try and save our Donskoy here from getting attacked. Alright, Kutuzov. I like my Kutuzov. It's a good ship. Feeling those torpedoes aren't going to arm in time. Just aiming to get one on that Ibuki. Shit. Always hit that too late. Ah, we won. Haha, happy days. Whee! So that was a Graf Zeppelin. Funny sort of ship. Funny sort of CV to play. Yeah, very weak fighters, like incredibly weak fighters. Good attack potential, but just made out of paper. And then their attack aircraft are incredibly fast and incredibly strong, and torpedo aircraft. So that was a good game, enjoyed that. Okay, I think I've got time for one more game. What I might actually do is take out my Furious because I need to grind this as well, so down to tier 6 from tier 8, working towards the Implacable, only 100,000 XP to go. But honestly, I kind of don't mind. I enjoy playing CVs, and the grind isn't terrible. How about that? A little kind of ski jump to get them airborne. So yeah, let's crack straight on. Hopefully we'll get an in-tier game so we don't get rinsed. Yeah, tier 6 and tier 8 games still not as fun. It's almost like having a Shukaku in a tier 10 game. But the British CVs do have the largest health pool of all of the CVs in the game, so they certainly do survive longer. Okay, not bad at all. Nothing that I'm really worried about, like anything. The Omaha and the Königsberg, if he's got hits his defensive fire, can be nasty. There's nothing else there that really kind of worries me too much. New Orleans maybe, but sure will be a-okay. Interesting map for it too.
Autopilot mode enabled.
So our destroyer is starting on this side, so the chance our their destroyer is going to start that side too. So we'll go see if we can hunt him down. Ooh, excuse me, starting to get tired now.
Waypoint reached.
Something detected. Ah, there he is. There's that nasty pasty Königsberg. Don't think he's hit his defensive fire, which is okay for me. Probably driving this Fubuki nuts. He'd be like, "Oh, CVs, OP, don't like CVs." Yeah, I don't like freaking destroyers, which is why I can attack them all the freaking time. Oh, that was a good hit on his back, took out his engine there as well. So we don't have the reserves for another attack with those. We'll take out some bombers. HE bombers on this, but they're carpet bombers, which is unique from any other aircraft carriers. So all of the other aircraft carriers, as you've seen when I've been playing, they dive bomb. So they start from altitude and they kind of go straight down and drop their bombs. The British don't. They just fly straight and level and carpet bomb, which is great against large targets. It's okay against cruisers, battleships is great. Destroyers, you've got very little chance of actually hitting anything, which is just a royal PITA.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
There's a lot of torpedoes coming this way. There's a lot of torpedoes. I'm trying to think where they could have come from. Yeah, maybe the Leander, I guess, if he launches from both sides. Didn't know if Fubuki had that many torps, although may do, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, the Leander, that's who it'll be from.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
So there's no point in attacking that Fubuki with these bombs. Let's see if we can't get some shots on this Leander. So it's a cross drop, so not many bombs are going to hit him, but dun, 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 dun. And we got none on him, because carpet bombing is just like that. If you don't have a perfect drop, very little chance of hitting. He's going to burn to death, so there's no point dropping bombs on him, although I really want to. Yeah, he's already dead, so let's see if we can't figure out where this Leander is. There he is. That worked out well. Computer said no hits. Torpedoes.
We're under attack. Attention, support that target.
Nice squishy Nagato with a lion, Leon. So New Orleans is heading down Torpedo Alley. I think if I could squeeze torpedoes in on that Nagato. I think so. Nagato.
We're under attack.
So thing with the Nagato, or sorry, thing with the British torpedo planes is their torpedoes are incredibly slow, but they do kind of get narrower as they go on. Jesus, something is absolutely pumping me. I don't know where the hell that's coming from. I know where it'll be. They're bloody CV behind the island. Right, recall these guys, try and save them, get them back in one piece, take the bombers up again.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Fighter airborne. Attention, reporting the target position.
That line just got snapped.
I owe you one. Our team has taken the lead.
He's heading down an alley, which means he's not going to be able to maneuver. And we should be able... I know he's changed his mind. That's fair though, I wouldn't have gone down there myself. So we'll see if we can't get these bombs on the Nagato.
Engaging enemy.
Hopefully we'll actually get some hits this time. Huh? Dun, 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 dun. 3 hits, not a great deal of damage. No fires either. And I'm about to lose a plane. And we lost both of the planes. For fuck's sake.
Maintaining present course. Autopilot mode enabled.
Okay, interesting. So we've got a free shot on the Leon.
Approaching target.
He can't move. Gneisenauer's in the way of him too. In fact, I think the Gneisenauer wants to take those torpedoes for him. What we'll do is that will zoom straight past them, we'll come straight in on the Queen Liz.
Taking fire.
Might drop those a bit too close.
Waypoint reached.
I got one. Shit. Can't afford to lose more planes, don't want to lose more planes. No, gone. Shit. Ah, I don't have much left. Small reserves on these aircraft carriers as well. Got no choice, I've got to attack these cruisers, but they're going to cause me a lot of damage. I think that Ranger needs to get a shift on.
Breakthrough to base.
This is either going to go really well or really badly. I think it's probably going to go really fucking badly. Yeah, starting to lose planes. Just can't stand up to that weight of fire. Ah, I couldn't even get the last attack off. Bombers.
Airborne.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
work. I know this is just costing me planes attacking these guys, but they have to go away. They're just too much of a threat and they're too close to base. Although that Nagado is going to get that Leon lion in the side, so I might see if I can't attack him.
Taking fire. Approaching target.
Dun 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 dun. No fires. Only 2 bomb hits. God's sake. Come on.
Approaching target.
Dun, dun, dun. That was good. Hit 7 bombs on target, 2 fires. That's what we need. Is he gonna burn to death? I think he is. Go on, burn to death. Burn to death. 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Destroyed an enemy battleship.
So Ranger's taking 5 from the New Orleans, but he didn't shift fast enough when they were coming in. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Just noticed I've got people watching. Don't be shy, come and say hi. I don't bite. Hard. Let's go see if we can't attack this New Orleans. It's a bad game plan. It's always a bad game plan because it's going to cost us aircraft. Although if we can get him to turn a broadside, then it opens him up for that Leon. I think he might actually be able to get him if he gets a shot off on him. Yeah, right. Fact. Let's see how hard we can turn these guys. Turn! I don't think we're going to be able to get them onto this Omaha. Come on, turn, 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 turn. That's strange, man. We're turning these things maximum effort.
Approaching target. We're under attack.
Yeah, well, so now he's turned broadside to this line. He should wipe them out. Got him. There we go. So we forced him into a turn by coming at him. He turned broadside to the Lion, who just instantly opened up his citadel to him. Hey Grizzly, how you doing, fella? Welcome to the chat, buddy. Thanks for joining. So we've got an Eisenhower and a Queen Liz left.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target. I owe you one.
What I might actually do first off is head over these guys. Jesus. The Ranger just almost blapped that Nuremberg. Oh no, in fact, no, that wasn't Eisenhower, I think. The Ranger's dropping on a Friedrich. See if we can't give these guys some air cover. I think they've almost taken care of that Eisenhower anyway. I'm not going to cause much damage to them using these. Oh no! Have some fighters. Torpedoes coming out as well. So the question is, where's Queen Liz? She's down here somewhere, I think. Let's go see if we can find her. Got recall these, got more torpedo planes to use.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode enabled.
I owe you one.
Use my boost just to see if I can get over here and find this Queen Liz. Give her a good ass kicking before. Okay, some detected. There she is. Sorry, Liz. This is gonna hurt.
We're under attack. Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Approaching target.
She's slowing down. Interesting choice. I like it. You're brave.
We're under attack.
I'll give you that. If in doubt, come to a complete stop
Approaching
and let torpedo planes just pick the shit out of you. She's speeding up again now.
taking fire.
Torpedo bombs because they're good against battleships and bombers. Torpedo bombers, dive, carpet bombers.
Waypoint reached.
Frieder is getting his ass kicked.
Fighter airborne. Concentrate fire on the target.
It's alright though, game's won. If that Friedrich had any sense, it would have brought his battleship back towards my carrier. But
We're under attack.
hello Liz, me again. You know what sucks and blows?
Engaging enemy.
Big bums. Ooh, 2 fires. Tasty. Please put them out so I can set you on fire again. No? Okay, you just keep burning then.
Engaging enemy. Under attack.
Dung 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 dung. No fires that time, but hey ho.
Fire support. Airborne. Our team has taken the lead.
I think the ranger's probably going to pick her off. She was very low on health and he's on his last attack now. I think that'll probably do the trick.
Waypoint reached. Destination reached.
I think she's still there with like a modicum of health left. Could be an easy kill. Only a minute left though, gotta be quick. No boost left. No boost recharge left. Oh, she's flooding out. Yeah, she's dead. You got her. Good job.
Fighter destroyed.
Well, that was a good game. I enjoyed that. Boo. Getting very, very close. Very close. Kind of wanting to do another game. Yeah, I might do one more. But you know what? I think I might take out the Enterprise again because I enjoy that ship so much. And hopefully we can earn enough dineros, enough cash that we can earn our fly strike wing thingy thing. for now. I'll go for last gasp, get that on, and then the other 2 points I get left, I'll go for adrenaline rush. I was thinking about demo expert, but yeah. Happy with that. Cool. Let's go. Please be a tier 8 game. Please be a tier 8 game. Or a tier 7 game would be nice. Please be a tier 7 game. Please be kind. Please be kind. I've been a good boy. Oh, let's see what misery is going to give me now. But I don't care because the Enterprise is awesome. Come on, let's finish on a bang. Oh, it's all misery. Jesus Christ, Minotaurs, Alaska. Oh. Okay. Computers just said no, not a chance. Wow. Okay. Third de gross, easy target. Republics, Montana's hellish. Minotaurs are hellish. Henry's hellish. Alaska's hellish. Gearing's hellish. Even for Blooming Destroyed, I think it's got really strong AAA. These two are okay. These are the guys I need to try and get. They're going to be my primary focus, although they'll still cause me a lot of damage. Not as much as all of the other guys on here. The Alaska's bad news. Minotaurs are bad news. It's just mostly all bad news, but the good news is I've got lots of aircraft that I can. It's weird.
Maintaining present course.
So I took one flight. It's weird, man. That's robbed me of a bunch of rocket planes there. Yeah, it's left me with only. Where's that from 20? Okay. Flat coming off that Groznog island. Holy moly. Jesus Christ, couldn't even. Bad attack. Losing planes, but it's okay because I've got lots of reserves. That sucked. Alright, let's get out of here. Please don't kill all my planes. Yep, they're all dead. Right, fair enough. Pooh! I've got like 34 seconds. Christ, alright. Bomb as it is then. I don't know why he deployed his fighters over there. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, he's launching torpedoes at a Kitakazi. That's okay. he's determined to do that, I'll just give him some help.
Fighter airborne.
Montana seems to be on his own. This is going to be a very bad idea, but I'm going to attack him. And I'm probably going to lose all my planes in the process, but I need to attack somebody.
Engaging enemy.
Okay, one bomb hit. That sucks. I'm probably going to lose all my planes on the way out. Because even boosting and turning and dodging and that, they all just... that invisible bubble of everything inside here is going to die. Yeah.
We're under attack. Airborne.
He's coming at me with his rocket planes.
Fighter airborne.
Let's see how quickly we can decimate all of his planes. Dunk, 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 dunk. Yep, all dead. Thank you. That's why it's always a great idea attacking CVs with small planes. Yes, please take care of that Minotaur because I can't.
Waypoint reached.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Don't know what would kill me quicker actually, than Montana or that Lexington.
We're under attack. Approaching target. Taking fire.
Jesus, man, the AAA coming off that thing's insane. Yeah, well, we managed to get 2 attacks on him there anyway and caused a flood. Although he's repaired his flood straight away, so yeah.
Maintaining present course.
Got no reserves of torpedo planes now.
Waypoint reached. Destination reached.
Really want to have to go after those further gross, but those Minotaurs are just like flies around shit on them at the moment, and so's the Alaska, so I just can't get near them. Let's see if we can't attack this one. I'm still going to get influenced by that Alaska.
Engaging enemy. We're under attack.
He just put out that fire. Interesting.
Taking fire.
Oh, that was a good hit. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see if we can finish that up. Oh no, he's dead. Fair enough. Fuck. Run away!
Returning to ship.
Well, call those back. That'll give us a nice clean flight of aircraft to use.
Maintaining present course.
Happy with the attack on that further gross. That did a fair amount of damage. So I've got another further gross here coming out on his own.
Taking fire. Approaching target.
So the amount of AAA that one of these kicks out compared to that Montana is just nothing. Computer says, yeah, try again. Fuck's sake. Yeah, 'cause the Enterprise has AP bombs, so we're looking for citadels really to cause damage. Citadel's right in the middle of the ship. There we go. 3 citadels, nearly wiped them out. One more good attack like that and we've got him. Although I think those HE shells are probably going to kill him first. Yep, he's burned to death. There we go. Right, let's drop these, call those guys home. And then we've got our full flight of torpedo planes ready to go. So that 3 citadels was pretty duty, that caused some damage. We're kind of sticking out this island a bit here, let's pull it back. Concern is, well yeah, I guess they've closed up that side of the map, so yeah, they've got a DD there and there's one probably around here. Talk about long range torps from that Harugamo if he's shooting at that Republic. Let's take on Henry.
We're under attack. Approaching target.
Ooh, it's like flying through soup. Shit.
We're under attack.
I don't think they're actually going to get there, you know, he's picked up so much speed. Oh, fucking hell. Right, okay.
Waypoint reached. Destination reached. Maintaining present course.
Yeah, those destroyers have taken care of that Henry. See if I can spot that gearing again. Lost a lot of torpedo planes there, that's hurt my reserve a fair bit. As you can see down here. Okay, Republic, your turn. I've got AP bombs on these, so I won't do any damage to that gearing, but he can do a damn lot of damage to me. Christ, that's a lot of AAA. Shit.
Returning. Airborne. We're under attack. Engaging enemy.
Oh, that's felt good. 9 hits, yep, that was good. Got him. Sploosh. Whew, that felt good. Let's see if we can set you on fire, then come back and then flood you. As teamworks make the dream works.
Taking fire.
Get that dead, fine. Right, torpedoes planes.
Fighter airborne. Maintaining present course.
I don't think we've got long left to cap that base anyway, but we'll see if we can't cause this guy some damage.
Autopilot mode.
Christ almighty.
Engaging enemy.
I'll give you one more attack on him.
Under attack.
No. Right, they're all dead.
Destination reached.
Airborne.
Just one good attack with AP bombs, man. Let me disintegrate them. They've left the cap. What are they doing? Frickin'. I don't get why they leave the cap. I mean, they earn bloody good XP for winning by cap, rather than trying to chase down a ship that they're not really going to be able to kill.
Taking fire.
This guy's really got a hard on for me. And all my planes are about to die. Come on, quick, faster. Jesus Christ, man, no citadels at all.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Airborne. Losing target. We're under attack. Losing target.
Got him. Oh, whew. That was close. Yeah, the closer you get to an aircraft carrier, the faster they can attack you. So that ended up being alright. That ended up being really alright. Holy crap, look at that. I love the Enterprise. Just such a fantastic CV. If I was to recommend any premium CV for someone wanting to get one, I'd go for the Enterprise. You just have so much fun with it. Swear to God, it's just brilliant. I mean, that was an all tier 10 game pretty much, and still managed to come nearly top of the team in the tier 8 CV. So yeah, that was fun. And did I collect my fly strike wing? I did. Yep, so we got the Baltimore, the Charles Martel Bionics. Got some containers to open. So what I actually do is open up my containers. So we've got 3 there, got those. Yeah, so we'll open up my containers, then I think I might call it a night. So, see what we get. Sci-fi, that's fine. Ooh, 2,000 coal, that helps towards the Jean Bart grind, like it. And more coal as well. Way happy with that. Cool. Anyways, I'll say thanks very much for everybody that's watching tonight. I hope that you've enjoyed me kind of playing about in CVs. Yeah, I'll be doing kind of a lot of streams, I think, over the next few nights. So, you know, don't forget to follow so that you don't miss, you know, the streams I'll be doing coming up. I hope that you've enjoyed this, and I'm going to say thank you very much, and good night.